Got it in the StreamYard. You can watch it in StreamYard.
All right.
Yeah, it'll be on in the StreamYard. So when we're done here in the Discord, we'll have it up in there.
Their players were cut from a different cloth. Renegades with faces only a mother could love. The Raiders cultivated, then reveled in their ominous image.
The king and his men stole the queen from her bed, bound her in her bones. The seas be ours, and by the power where we will roam.
Salute Raider Nation. Appreciate you all showing up here on this Sunday. And what is it? What happened? What happened? All right, do your thing. Either way, the pregame show. Frick, sorry, my kid over here. Friggin', what did you need? Here, you need something to wipe that off, though? Here. But outside of that, appreciate you all showing up, man. Got a lot to talk about before Raiders versus Vikings over here. It's going to be a pretty big game, man, especially all around. I mean, player-wise, coaches-wise, future-wise. So there's a lot to be talked about inside this game going forward. So, like I said, appreciate you all here. Salute to the chat, salute to the mods, salute to everybody here on the panel. If you guys want to give a shout-out, give a shout-out. Outside of that, basically just get started. All right, sure. Outside of that, we'll get started. Basically, this is going to be an afternoon game, Raiders versus Vikings. Man, they're going to be getting JJ back. We're going to be, we got Max. I mean, Max said that he's going to be there, but we're going to be minus Colton in this game. Minus Colton in this game. What?
I have a couple that has JJ.
Yeah, I know. Outside of that, to start off, Rudy, what do you think? I mean, let's start with your take, man. How do you feel about the Raiders versus Vikings? I got my kid over here. Yeah.
Well, I think Mad Max will cause problems for Dobbs, but that doesn't mean it'll totally stop him. The problem, when they got Jefferson back, that's going to be a problem too. But I don't want to say too much because it covers my topic, but I will say this, though. They got a good defense. When they played against the Bears, it was just all defense, and the Bears outdid them. But if we're to win this game overall, I'll just say it's got to be turnovers, and we have to outscore these guys. I don't know if they're Jefferson will change Dobbs into a fast-scoring quarterback because he looked like one when he was with the Cardinals, but we'll have to see.
He said, I'm at Hotel 7. I'm going to miss the game. Raider jersey on here. Well, crazy fucking. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I think it's going to be a tough game, man. It's going to be a pretty tough game here. William, what do you got? Do you want to add anything to this or what? What's your take on it?
Like I said, this is going to be a game that challenges the defensive backs, and we'll see how they do. But now you got Addison, Hawkinson, and Jefferson out there. It's going to be tough for us. And I've said this, not really again, there's no real confidence in this offense. So really, this is going to have to be dependent on our defense.
So do you guys think the defense is what's going to win the game? Do you think the defense is going to control them
If we're
from?
going to win, it's going to be because of the defense. But again, this offense's inability to score in the red zone has been our biggest problem because
All
I
right,
think
well,
we
shoot,
are.
screw it. Let's just hop into your topic then. So we'll just hop into your topic. The defense against the wide receiving core, the Vikings wide receiver core. So basically, they're going to be getting JJ back. They got Addison, they got Hawkinson, they got Osborne, man. Basically, people are just discrediting because of Dobbs, but Dobbs did play good in Arizona, even against good teams like the Niners. I've always said, players like him are going to have bad games. That's most definite. So basically, to start off your topic, how do you feel? Do you think our defense will fare well against their offense if they are hitting on all cylinders?
If they're hitting on all cylinders, like the best that they can play, we've seen them play at their best, and I would argue right now, just kind of going off what we've faced all year, I don't think we've faced a better receiving corpse as a whole. I think having Jefferson, who I think by when he got injured, I think he was right there with Tyreek, if not leading the league in receiving. Um, and then having Addison, who stepped up big time. He's not no Quentin Johnson. He's not gonna go out there and drop 4 passes. So that's something to look out for. And then they have a good tight end, and Hawkinson, who they trade for from the Lions. And I would argue this is the best receiving corpus we face. So I mean, I'm a little not too positive on this game here because I think this is gonna be a tough game. We haven't seen this defense face an offense like this. If they had Kirk Cousins, I absolutely don't think they would. I don't think we would be able to stop them that much. But with Dobbs, I think we'll get a few stops. But again, I still think they'll go over 20 points against our defense.
You think that their offense will score over 20 on us? And we'll get
Yeah,
to
I
the
kind of do. I
actual
mean,
score later on. We'll get to the actual score later on, but yes, I agree.
Yeah, if they're hitting on all their cylinders, I think they will because I don't think Dobbs is by any means, a pushover. I think he's shown up this year, and I think he could most definitely have a good game considering the fact that Max Crosby is not even 100% healthy, and I appreciate him for wanting to play, but again, he's putting himself at a risk here. And if we can't get consistent pressure, we most definitely will not be able to stop this receiving corpse.
Yeah, look, I agree because the way I look at it is with our defense versus their offense, right? They've had success with their offense. We haven't had our defense have success with the team like this is offense. Like look, what I mean
like
by
when
it
we faced the Bills, they killed us.
Yeah, exactly. And Dobbs is the only thing that's
or the Chiefs, who didn't even have much of an offense.
Facts again. If Kirk Cousins was here playing in
they would
the
kill us.
Vikings, that's what we have to look at today. So I don't know if they would. So look, let's be honest. If Dobbs comes out in this game, man, and he comes out and he is because he should probably have a struggling game too, just because he has had it. He's not really too familiar with Jefferson. He'll probably try to feed him just because he hasn't been in games. But they have had the bye in the week to be able to have time. So it's not like he's just getting thrown right in that week. So he most definitely has had time to get in rhythm with JJ. But
yeah,
the thing that I'm looking at is like if Dobbs comes out in this game and he's missing open plays or missing certain things, and we're over here and it's a fucking 16-point game, and we're just barely struggling to get by, and so are they. That's all I'm trying to say is we can't look at our team like it's really a good team, because if Kirk Cousins was in there, he would run the team a lot better, and he'd probably be hitting on those plays that Dobbs is missing on. The thing with Dobbs here is like I said, I think we have the option to get burnt because they have too many options. Like if Dobbs shows up, like let's just say Dobbs comes in, he has a good game. They have a lot of options offensively. We have yet to be able to stop. So even now we're swapping out. Now we got
And they
Pierce
have an
gone. We're
offensive
gonna actually
mastermind.
see Jack Johnson, Jack Jones here. Fucking, I want to see what the inactives are today because I want to see if fucking Faison's playing today. Like, I'd love to know if he's gonna play today. So,
Well,
I mean,
Dustin, I was
there's
going
a
to say,
lot of
as you stated about if Dobbs struggles and we barely get by, that's what we did against the Packers. They struggled mightily and we still won, and people thought this team was so good. Or, when we barely escaped by the Patriots with Mac Jones. So again, if this is a game like the Patriots where, their offense isn't hitting on all cylinders and we're just barely getting by, there's a problem again. And it's something that's been very seen this year with the offense because, as much as I'm worried about the defense, people expected this offense to be good. Me too. I expected this team to show up this year offensively, and they didn't do that.
Yeah, because that's what I think. I think the defense, man, you got Max that's been injured. He has pretty significant, pretty bad knee injury. So we're going to see how much he's limited or how much he's going to be able to literally go after somebody.
Well,
the whole thing I'm saying is like, I don't want him to get injured. I don't want Salute Holly, appreciate you. I don't want him to get injured. I don't want to go after and do something over something that's not going to really matter as much. I think the division games matter more if you're trying to have Pierce. If we're looking at Pierce trying to keep his job, if that's the picture we're at,
this isn't a good look on Pierce because he said that they're going to let Max Crosby tell them how he feels. Like, that's not how that works, man. You got doctors over here for a reason, and you're telling them, oh, well, we'll just let Max Crosby tell us how he feels. That's not a good look on a head coach. Not many head coaches I know would ever do that, or the successful ones.
Yeah, I just think he's going to have to – I think he's going to have to most definitely play safe. Outside of that, like I said, I think the defense has a lot of – it's got its hands full. I mean, you got fucking struggling, defensive line. You got struggling corners, struggling safeties. I mean, today will be, like I said, getting rid of Peters and maybe having a younger player in there that will tackle, will go after people, will get us, obviously – get something underneath itself. Look, dude, they're playing in our house, dude. They've already said the attendance is going to be over 70% in the Vikings.
The Packers when we faced them were not good.
What?
No. Holly said the Packers are good. No, they weren't good when we faced them. They were struggling horribly.
Packers good.
You got good defense, that's about it.
They're good.
I mean, they are looking good now. So I mean, don't get me wrong.
What I'm saying is when we faced them, when we played them.
Yeah, that's what I would say. It depends on when you're looking
at
it.
When I said that, when we played them, they struggled.
Playing them now, they've come along pretty well.
Yeah, they improved, but they're not.
What I'm saying is when we can all agree when we played them, they struggled. That's what I said. When we played them, they were not the team that they are now. So, yes, they are good now. But when we faced them, no, they were not. So, again, my point stands. If we're facing a team that is not showing up offensively and we're not showing up on the offensive end, it's a problem because at some point we need an offense. But I'm just waiting for next year to have an offense because we already know this year is basically over for the offense. There's no improving.
Yeah.
Well, they got 5 games to show if they can improve. That's the facts of that. I mean, you got 5 games. There's nothing that can say that Aiden can't just come in and fucking see things differently over those times. Is the odds of it happening? Probably not, but could it happen? Most definitely could happen, for sure.
It could happen, but I just don't think it will.
Football happens to people all kinds of different ways. Fucking Derek Carr didn't win fucking 10 straight fucking games, or 13 fucking... So I mean, football is weird how it all comes out of there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it could be, you may not show up today. You can show up at the end of the year. You may not show up this year. You can show up next year. Some people show up this year, disappear next year. You know, like that's facts. That's how football's played. Nothing's guaranteed. Nobody's guaranteed. No matter what person's name is, no matter where they're at or what they're doing. And at the end of the day, when you're looking at the way our team is, when we play against good teams that have a good quarterback with the way their offense is going, our defense gets burnt. Straight facts. Offensively,
Our
that's
defense
the
is
next
good.
subject that we're going to go into is how the offense works when offense versus defense. When the offense versus the defense, man, in this game today, you're going to be looking at Aiden O'Connell fucking going up against that Brian Flores defense. That's going to be a little bit of a challenge
Yeah.
right there. That's not going to be no guaranteed. That's not going to be, oh, we're going to be able to go out there. Aiden showed good, he could have the
Without
best
Phil Miller, we're
QBR
just
all he wants. Listen, the thing about the thing that I want to talk about where people misrepresent the QBR rating. You can go out and look pretty all you fucking want. If you're not scoring touchdowns, it doesn't mean shit. If fucking if
we can't
Patrick
score.
Mahomes goes out and has a fucking 72 QBR and he's putting up 3 fucking touchdowns, who gives a fuck about your QBR rating? Aiden O'Connell, and it's facts. Aiden O'Connell guarantees you 1 fucking touchdown per fucking game. That's about where he's been at. So it's not about is where he's been at. He's either been 1 or less. So if you're going into these types of games right here, he needs to score more than 1 damn touchdown, and he don't got to worry about his fucking QBR looking pretty. He needs to look at his touchdowns getting in the damn end zone. And AP needs to quit looking at fucking kicking field goals in the fucking 10-yard line and go for fucking touchdowns when it's 1 fucking yard. You got to let your defense fucking try to stop their offense. I keep saying this shit. People keep advocating dudes that be in certain positions or get in certain spots. I've said, you want to be in those spots? You have nothing to lose. Challenge them, man. You have nothing to lose. You're not going to fucking lose. If you're going to lose your job, bro, fucking go out like a fucking pimp. You know what I mean? Don't fucking stand back, dude, and be like, oh, I could have did. No, do it, motherfucker. That's my whole entire point about this deal. Aiden, I don't know what the hell it is. It's the same shit that happened earlier in the fucking season with Josh, where they go after fucking Devontae for a minute, and then they just go the fuck away from him. They go after certain players and go the fuck away from him. This guy shows up. He don't show up at all, dude. I've said this on numerous lives of ours. I've literally said this on numerous lives of ours where I've said straight the fuck up, dude, hey, man, if this guy was just to go after these people, man, he would have probably solidified his job a lot easier, and we would have probably been playing a lot better. How come Bo's offense mimics fucking Josh McDaniels to the T? I mean, the fucking guy ain't here, and it is just to the fucking T. It doesn't matter if Jimmy Garoppolo up in that bitch, because Aiden looked just like Jimmy. The same shit. Does he have a better arm that has a stronger arm downfield? Yeah, but fuck, he still overthrow the motherfucker by 10 fucking yards, dude. I mean, he's taking touchdowns off the board too. So, I mean, in this game, I've said it, dude. You got 5 games left, dude. People keep advocating, oh, he's going to, AP will have the job. They say, you got to win fucking games. There's nothing going to advocate you any fucking job, no matter who the fuck keeps saying that they want you to have the job, if you ain't going to win fucking games. And it doesn't matter. Your players aren't fucking hurt. Your players are fucking there. Cole Miller be gone. Who gives a shit? You're going to be moving Illuminor over there. That's done just fine in previous games. So that's all I'm trying to say is here today, man, in our stadium, he need to most definitely be going for it if we're down in the 10-yard line and 4th and fucking 1. He better fucking go for it. You can't just sit here and fucking keep standing by and acting like everything's all right. You can't do that shit. You can't kick field goal and then miss it and then be like, oh, he's just a rookie head coach or that. No, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. It would mean more to me. It would mean more to me where people say, hey, our defense is so good. Let him prove it then. Fuck, if this guy got to go 90 fucking yards, prove it, man. Fuck, stay right there. If you kick the field goal, you fucking going to kick it off, and the odds are they're going to start out at the 25 or 30-yard line. We got to quit doing that shit, man. You don't force them. If you're going to kick field, just make the motherfucker go from right there. You don't need the 3 fucking points. If your defense good enough, you should be able to stop their ass, make them punt the fucking ball back, and then go the fuck back down there. This shit is getting crazy, dude.
Especially
to score fucking points. Plain and simple. And we need to get away from the fact that all of our points, if people are looking at Aiden's touchdowns or Jimmy's, have come in the open field. We've been struggling down in the red zone all year, regardless if it was, Josh 2 times in the Giants game or it once fucking in the Blue Moon. you know, you got so much shit. Salute James and Dominis. Salute Sergio. Salute to Remix. Salute to everybody popping up, you know.
I
But
do agree with the point that, like, especially when it was against the Chiefs, and every time the Chiefs goes against us, they're always going to score a touchdown. And what's the saying that, like, every person says? You're not going to beat Mahomes by just scoring field goals, because it doesn't matter if you score like 10 field goals, Mahomes is still going to score 5 touchdowns just to beat you in one game.
damn right. And you know, dude, there's been teams, dude, like there's been teams in the past, if you were watching other NFL teams, where if you looked at them in the beginning of the season, they were struggling getting going, 3 and outs all the time. They were punting the ball, dude. They were having issues. Then they started gambling on themselves. They were like, hey, we can't get going on 3 plays, but we can get going on 4. So they started going for it in 4th. Next thing you know, they started opening up the fucking field, started moving down the field more, dude. And that's, hey, sometimes you just have to do that to get moving, dude. Like, you can't claim you got good fucking defense, dude, that, oh, we're top 10, top 15, top 20 now, you know, and we can't stop a dude in the 10 fucking yard line. At the 5-yard line, dude, if we don't get in the end zone and we turn the ball over, you could most definitely fucking force a safety, turnover, sack, fucking strip sack, touchdown, fucking thrown through the back, touchback. I mean, there's so many options in a 5-yard span of the fucking field right there. I mean, anything, but we're like, nah, let's kick field goal, kick the ball off. They're going to fucking fair catch it and come out at the fucking 25. Like, this is crazy as hell. Advocating dudes' jobs when you're doing shit that even coaches that are losing jobs, like coaches losing jobs doing this shit, we're like, yeah, let's hire him. You know, this got to change, man. Like, it has to change. The Vikings with Dobbs, dude, it could be either way. Dobbs has the mobility and he has the passing. He has the dual threat type deal. But is he going to show up and play well? That's O'Connell's job to fucking make sure he does. So I guess we'll see from his last game to this fucking game how much changed over their bye week and everything too, and how they're going to come back to this game. And we got to hope that we're going to force Mac, dude, probably leave him fucking limited on his side of the field. But again, we don't need him trying to run a dude down out there, blow his fucking ACL out, and be the fuck up out. Like, I don't want to see that shit, dude. So, like me, there's a lot in this, dude. For our offense, man, we have the offense. There's no fucking denying the players are there. Everything's there. Fuck, John Gruden did more with less. Like, this is the shit I keep trying to say is, like, how in the hell you have the same shit last year and you can't do nothing this year? Like, it doesn't make no fucking sense. Start being men, stand the fuck up, start fucking stopping motherfuckers, let's move the fucking ball. Aiden gonna get blitzed like a motherfucker today, bro. I mean, come on, man.
Especially since, like, one of my topics is just Brian Flores. Just because if anyone doesn't know, like, Brian Flores is arguably right now one of the best defensive coordinators in the league right now. And like with the Vikings,
have to get the ball out quick.
4 years haven't had good defense. Flores comes in 1 year, their defense is top 10 already. And he's already got all pro caliber players right now. And he doesn't even need to get blitz. Daniel Hunter, Brian Flores is making this dude like an all pro. Like, he's about to, I think, he's on pace to get like nearly 20 sacks. He's at, I think, 14 right now, and he leads the league in tackles for loss. So it's going to be scary trying to defend just him with how our offensive line is looking right now. And Flores is
with no Colton Miller.
Wherever he goes with the secondary, his secondary balls out. Doesn't matter who's back there. So, like, I don't understand how anyone thinks we had a chance against the Vikings. And I remember how a few weeks ago, everyone was just like, oh, yeah, we should be better than the Vikings. Vikings aren't that good. And I kept saying, you guys lost your minds. Their defense is freaking crazy. And they don't look good now because their offensive players are injured. Now their offensive players are healthy. They got Justin Jefferson back. And with their defense, there's no way that our offense is going to compete. Like, I'd be shocked if we get more than 13 points today.
Yeah, and that's my point. Like, that's my exact point, dude. We got to get to the point. We're getting down to the last 5 games. This is going to be a tough fucking game. These next 5 games are going to be tough, dude. No matter how anybody wants to look at it, be biased or fucking anything, it's going to be tough fucking games. And this is time where AP going to either get his job or lose his fucking job. It's going to be one of the two. It's going to be one where fucking Aiden gets his job or loses the job. I mean, you can't have a quarterback and people that are sitting here advocating to be a motherfucking starter for the Raiders that can't get more than one fucking touchdown, dude. Derek Carr never did that, dude. I mean, if we're talking about changing players or changing people, yeah, what is it?
Well,
Yeah,
I was
I
going to
can
say,
do that.
Dustin, and to
But
everyone here, I think
yeah, no.
biggest thing for O'Connell is to get the ball out as quick as possible because those guys will get in the backfield, and O'Connell cannot take 5-6 sacks. He just can't.
Yeah, but that's where our team got to figure something out because they either need to put chip blocks in there, they either need to play dual tight ends, tight end halfback. They need to do something that's going to give Aiden time because if Aiden is forced every single game to have to throw the ball fast, dude, it's going to force interceptions, turnovers, dude. It's going to fuck shit up. There's got to be times where Aiden is able to sit back and fucking be able to hold in the motherfucking pocket to be able to see the field open up, dude. He has to. If you're going to be a pocket passer, that's the shit these guys got to fucking do. They got to bolt down and be fucking men. They're the offensive line of the NFL, dude. There's nothing that stands for pussy about that, dude. You're going against some of the most ruthless DNs, D tackles in all of fucking football. They ain't just coming there to shake your fucking hand and bump into you. They're coming here to wreck your fucking life and get to that fucking quarterback and wreck his fucking life too, just like Bryce Young got wrecked this morning, you know? So you got to be able to finally sit here and stand up. I mean, dude, at all points, if we just keep advocating, oh, it's this guy, it's a lot of guys. It's a lot of things that are going on. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just one person here. So today, if you're going to want to be, like, advocate that we are good, we are a team that can go on and win, today, you got to buckle down, man. You're going to have to buckle down. You're going to have to want to fucking show that Aiden got the time in that pocket, that Jacob's going to be able to run, that he's going to be able to move the ball with the receivers, because you're going to have to. You're going to have to, man. Salute, Rich. Appreciate you, bro.
I will be shocked if a lot of people in Raider Nation are still in support for Pierce as head coach, just because, 1, 3 losses in a row. 2, I don't think we're going to score 20-plus points again. This has to be the game after the bye week where we're like everyone should just agree. Can we just look at a different head coach other than Pierce? Like, I love the guy, but there's no way we're winning this game.
Yeah, well, I think that was your next topic.
Yeah. like I feel like that this is gonna happen. Like, if we lose again, and if say like this is like a double-digit loss or like anything similar to the Chiefs game, like this has to be the game where everyone's just like, yeah, Pierce can't be a head coach, or like everyone is already like turning on Bo Hardegree. But then at the same time, like, if you're gonna blame Bo, you gotta blame Pierce at the same time, because wasn't that something everyone said about McDaniels?
You want to go do the gingerbread house?
Like, oh, but Graham, he's the defense guy. Well, that's McDaniels' fault. All right. Well, if it's Bo's fault, it's also Pierce's fault at the same time.
Is it right now?
No, this afternoon.
And if it's Pierce's fault, then it's also Graham's fault, because Pierce and Graham, in my opinion, they're both the head coaches, because you can't just be the linebacker coach and then the head coach at the same time. Like, with the defensive coordinator just there, like, you're both head coaches in my eyes, and on the interim head coaches in my eyes on this team. So that's just how it looks so far.
Gotta get punched.
Because I will say it would be insane. Like, that, this would be like the pure example of insanity if, like, after we lose the game today, like, however we lose, I'll just say if we lose to make some people feel
Tell
better.
me when they're
But
at the number.
when that happens, it will be like the pure example of insanity. People are still in full support for Pierce as head coaches, especially players and executives. I understand with players and anything, but there's a reason why that the player isn't in charge of the team, other than like the quarterback or maybe someone on the defense like Max Crosby. There's a huge reason why, is because you can't just be buddy-buddy with the head coach. We had Rich Bisaccia. Sure, we won games, but we also had like the worst moments happen with off-field issues that made us like gave us too many headaches to count. So that's why I don't want a head coach that's just buddy-buddy with your players. It's basically like asking, like, if say Dustin was like best friends with his daughter right now, just lets her do whatever she wants. Like, some people would say, "Oh yeah, he's their best friend." Other people would say, "You're a terrible parent."
Salute
Yeah, ask her.
everybody.
I'm her best. Hey, you can
Salute.
ask her. Hey, I'm her best friend until she messes up, and then. Look, she knows right there. Oh, she knows. No, man. I mean, like I said, that matters. It all matters, dude. I mean, when you're looking at these type of things, trying to run, like at the end of the day, you could have the morale, you could have the fucking, oh, these guys are here, these guys will play. So does a lot of coaches. That's how they get championships, and that's how they win games too. I've always said. It ain't about how people's feelings are. These guys will figure out their shit. They'll figure their shit out as they go. And people can be in their feelings about how they feel about an individual, but at the end of the day, these are $1 billion corporations. These ain't no fucking chump ass fucking Pee Wee football leagues. These are the NFL. There's only 32 fucking teams in it. So they're going to put the best of the best in there to try to win. And that's what we should fucking want. And you know what I mean? Like, if he don't win today, that's it. I don't give a fuck. I said it. That's a wrap. I don't care what anybody got to say. I don't. It's only going to get worse going forward. So I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to keep having the conversations, the pointless conversations, because the dude is a super fan. He's not even, he never was played on the team, never coached by the team, nothing. He's just super fucking fan, comes from LA. I said it, Harbaugh was a goddamn fucking offensive quarterbacks coach in 2002 and 3 under fucking Bill Callahan, and he was here with Al motherfucking Davis. So I don't even want to hear no dumbass shit like that. So at the end of the day, man, like I said, it's time to put up or shut the hell up, dude. And if he don't get it, he's done. I mean, that's it. That's what this game's about, winning. I said you're only as good as long as you win. So when you start to lose, that's the hardest time. That's the hardest time in the NFL because you have to get the fuck back up, dude. And then when you're getting beat by team after team after team and they're only better and better and better, it's going to get a lot harder. So I've always said I advocate the bet for him. When they blow the whistle, dude, hey, I'm for every fucking guy on our team. Don't forget that. But and when we're sitting here talking about shit before games, that's why we try to do our pre games. That's why we want to put the information out there. You have to pay attention to these things, dude. If he's out there on the field and he's fucking trying to throw a challenge when he can't, if he's trying to fucking go out here and stop the clock when he shouldn't, or let it run when he should stop it, like shit like
That's
that.
my
That shit
biggest
matters,
thing. That's my biggest thing the whole time, and that's the one thing I got so pissed off at everyone saying he's learning, and I'm like, I've seen way worse head coaches have better time management. Like that is the worst time management I have ever seen in the past few games, especially the challenge flags. Like the challenge flags, like sure, like I didn't like it where like Pierce saying like, oh yeah, we have a guy that lets us know. Like no, I don't care if the guy gave the green light or not. Why did you throw challenge flags when there was no challenge flag to be needed?
Yeah.
Like it blows my mind so much. And with the time management and when to go on fourth downs, like I have no time for a head coach to learn after that. Like you should learn after a few games when to go for a fourth down, not in your own 10-yard line. Didn't we make fun of Brandon Staley for doing that against us
No.
Yeah,
3 years
facts.
ago? But now we're defending Pierce for doing that.
Yep,
Like
facts.
we're stupid. And guess
And that's
what?
the thing
Because
we
of
got,
Staley
and
doing
that
that,
was about.
that gave us a playoff spot for him doing that.
Yeah, and that dude's about to lose his ass fucking job, like straight up, or freaking job, So, like I said, he's about to lose his. So, outside of it, I've said, hey, I wish them the best, man. Like, I hope that people stay true to what they say after they start taking L's. And like I said, this is going to be one of the toughest stretch. You got 3 division games. The Vikings, I've said it, they don't have their quarterback, so it's going to be, you can take it however you want, but they did get Justin Jefferson back, and that makes anything better. So I've said, it's time for our defense to be able to show that our corners, I want to know if Fason's coming, man. Like, that's my biggest question today, if Fason's going to play, man. Like, I want to know if he's going to be out there because that will matter. That'd be a big difference with how our corners are. But if he ain't out there, then it's going to be a tough
And
day.
I really hope Max doesn't play any more than like 1/3 or a quarter of the snaps.
Yeah, he don't need to be playing out there, dude. Let Kuntz and them go fucking play, dude. I mean, come on, man. We're 5-7, dude. If we're meant to be there, shit'll go our way. You know what I mean? Like if we're meant to be in this position for real, if it's destiny, it'll happen. You know what I mean?
Like man, this
I'm
isn't the 2021 team, man.
You know,
This,
Max
I
is
don't
our
want to say.
future,
I don't
bro.
want to. I
He's
don't think
our
this team
future.
is the
Fuck
2020.
that.
I don't think this team is the 20. Here's the biggest difference, right?
2020 team was better than this one.
In perspective between this year's team and the 2021 team. The 2021 team had the biggest pressure rate in the
Now you just put
NFL
J.
without blitzing. Gus Bradley
You don't
forbid
see it.
blitzing, and the
Because
team
it's
still had the biggest
J-A-J.
pressure rate in the NFL. And that was with Yannick. That was with Max. That was with, I think, Solomon.
Yannick Ngakoue.
Yeah, like that was still with those guys. This team can't get the
But if you're
two
gonna do it like
quarterbacks
that, you
for
just
life
put J.
sometimes, and they
Yeah.
got to rely on Max and Spillane to do the job for them. Plus,
It seems
isn't helping that much. We got Wilson learning, and we got Kuntz just keep being underrated every single week.
They want to sleep
So
on
this
top.
team is
Well,
defensively
hey,
is
if
nothing
you want to
like
lay
the
over here, put me
2021
back
team.
there.
yeah,
421.
it seems like the only other person actually getting sacked out there is likely like Adam Butler. I'm just gonna be
Yeah,
honest.
that's the
Kuntz
only
is getting
DP
some,
that's
but
getting
it's
the
really
sacks
Adam
out
Butler,
there.
and that's it.
Every other DT
Well,
is
Tillery's the main pass rusher on the
so yeah. Anyone that's saying that this is gonna be like similar to the 2021 season, you're out of your mind.
No way.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
Not only that, we're not gonna get COVID to help us out either. So
Yeah,
that's
because
not gonna happen.
COVID helped us out in that
Unless a
Browns
random
game.
pandemic happens in the next month, that ain't gonna happen.
Turns out, oh yeah, Browns gotta put their fourth string quarterback again. Like they're already playing their fourth string. Man, that
Was
COVID
it Joe
year is fucking us.
Flacco's playing? Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Flacco's playing right now, man.
He's doing pretty good.
Man, he threw a bad pick, but he got Njoku 2 touchdowns for our fantasy, so I'll take it.
So since we're talking on, what side are we talking on? Offense, defense? We're pretty much all over on that one, huh?
I was
Yeah,
just,
we're
I
everywhere.
was just
We're like
comparing
all
like
over.
this year to like because how a lot of people are saying this can be like the 2021 season,
No.
and I was just saying defensively, this is nothing like the 2021 season.
No. Our defense is looking better than our offense, but really they're both bad, though. You know, that's what people don't realize. They're both bad. You know,
I
Mad
mean,
Max is our best
look,
player.
dude, I'll
but,
just
you
say
know,
it like this. Like, it doesn't matter about the fucking defense. It wouldn't matter how good the defense is playing. The defense
Yeah.
about 2020 fucking one is Derek Carr was able to go score fucking points and win games.
Yeah.
Like, big difference there. Massive
Playoffs right there,
difference.
yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, go on here and 5 fucking game win streak on what? Can't get over 20 fucking points. Ain't done it all season long. Fucking ain't done it, period. Fucking defense gives up fucking 30, 40 fucking points on any good fucking team. I mean, how in the fuck we winning 5 in a row? Like, there's just no way. If people want to compare to that time, just compare Derek Carr to Aiden O'Connell and Jimmy. There you go. Then fucking, you ain't gonna
Yeah,
fucking, you
DC's
can't
better
go
than
win
both of
games
them
if
put
you ain't got a
together.
guy that can't score touchdowns 2 or more a game. Like, I don't fucking care who the hell's
Pick
over
six.
there.
Let's go.
And I said this
About
to
that.
everybody, and you said it too, Dustin, that Jimmy Garoppolo ain't going to do better than Derek Carr. You know, there's some people, but most Raider fans really didn't want Jimmy Garoppolo.
All right, hold on.
It was before they started saying fire Josh McDaniels. They didn't like it. They were like, boo. You know, they know what he was.
Yeah, I really wish we went for a rookie than Jimmy.
Yeah.
I remember word
Yeah.
for word. I said you don't replace freaking Carr with Jimmy after a whole decade,
Yeah.
unless you're admitting you're tanking. But then like, you technically admitted that you weren't
Right over
tanking.
those.
Yeah, why would you take when you spend a lot of money on these other players? You don't take when you spend big money on Devontae Adams and even Chandler Jones, which was a huge mistake. And then
Man, you have the
spend,
third highest
Mad
paid
Max
wide receiver
Crosby,
core. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, this receiver core is better than last year, but it's not. It doesn't make a difference if you don't have a good quarterback. It makes a huge difference. If Derek Carr was here, he'd have probably 4,000 or maybe close to that with this receiver core. And with that tight end, Michael Mayer, he's a great player. I think
Yep,
he's
he'd be feeding Mayer.
one guy that Aiden O'Connell needs to really look at.
Yeah.
So this is AJ's topic right here. Something that can get into the O'Connell looking at is the Devontae. So if you want to start it off, AJ, feeding Devontae as early as possible in this game probably will be key to probably winning. So if you want to be able to talk on it, it's your topic.
Yep. I'm gonna talk on this real quick. And
Here.
another thing, even though I got Devontae in both my leagues, this will help out in that occurrence as well. But I'm trying to win football games, so we got to feed Devontae as early as possible. We can't go like, oh yeah, Devontae has like 4 receptions, like 50 yards and a touchdown in the first half, and then he gets like 2 targets in the second half. If we want to win games, we got to feed our best receiver. We can't rely, even though he's good, we can't rely on Jacoby Myers to get 8 receptions in the second half. We got to spread the ball, and we got to target Devontae Adams and early as often as possible because Daniil Hunter, these pass rushers on Minnesota, they're going to be getting to O'Connell. And the best way to get pressure off him and the best way to get all these guys dropping back in coverage is if you feed your best receiver. It's that easy. That's all you have to do.
No.
Bro, and I hate it. We do the same thing every time. In my personal opinion, it doesn't matter if we feed Devontae as early as possible, because right after we do that, we do that either the first quarter or the first half of the first quarter. What do we do right after that?
I was literally just
Where's
gonna say. I was literally
Where's
just gonna
Devontae?
say.
We don't know
I
where
swear to
Devontae
God.
is. He's wearing a red and white striped jacket with a scarf and hat, impersonating Rose Waldo. We don't know where
Turns
he is.
into Where's Waldo?
He's open the entire time. We just don't
fucking
want to
guy
throw it
took
to
it.
him.
I was literally just about to say, I was going to be like, it doesn't matter how much you feed him in the he better go get 300 fucking yards in that first half, because after that, he ain't coming back. So,
yeah, but he's not catching the ball after that, man.
Yeah, I don't know
because that's how it is.
how you do that every single, I understand if it's
It
some
never
games or
fails.
multiple, but every single
game.
How do you do that? How bad of a you got to be worse than Matt Canada? I will say that. I'm going to say that you got to be worse than Matt Canada if you somehow do that every single.
You have the best guy in the NFL, one of the best in the NFL to ever play the game, and you can't keep him consistent for 4 quarters. How in the hell do you call yourself an offensive coordinator? You know how many times I've said on these lives that I've said, if fucking Gruden walked in the locker room and Adams had 150 with 2 touchdowns, he'd be like, "Boy, you gonna eat today?" I'd be like, "Oh,
You're gonna get 500 at the end of the game."
Right on the way, take him on the head, like, "Woo, Devontae gonna be eating." Come out, fucking Devontae, ghost, bro. He's ghost. Where the fuck he at? Where he go? Fucking wide open, never be in.
Man, this should be the number 1 rule with Devontae Adams. If he throws his arm up in the air, you better throw him that football. I don't care if he has 2 guys on him, you throw him that football because he'll find a way to get down and get you that ball.
What we should do is just have, when Devontae comes out after half, just put him in a milk carton missing, and then he'll probably get the ball thrown to him more often, because that's what happens. It's like, where the hell do he go? So, I mean, man, that's the thing with Aiden, that's the thing with the offense, with Bo Hardigree and everybody, and you're right, it ain't going to be no different than Canada, dude, if they keep this type of shit up. I've said this the whole time. No matter how people want to view Pierce or Bo or all these guys, these are Josh McDaniels' picks. He picked these motherfucking dudes to be his staff. That's Josh picks. These are Josh's guys. Don't matter how you want to label a guy leaving or, he's not, he ain't here, but his bloodline's still here. You're damn right, he's not, but his fucking family lineage right here, these are his fucking people, dude. Every single guy, O-line, outside of Edgar Bennett, and I want to really rate him because he's been here in the past, but fuck everybody else. I mean, no, hell no, they're all his dudes, every one of them, so I'm not going to go that route and sit here and say it's okay, Josh leaves, and now hell fuck no, these are all his minions, dude. I don't care how you want to look at it. And I keep hating how people keep resulting to the AP conversation about the Raider fucking way. He is a fucking super fan, bro. That's the only Raider way he knows is the super fan Raider way. He's never had any affiliation with any coaching, any fucking playing, anything without, none of that. He's never had any of it. So when people want to keep implying Raider way and shit like that, I've kept saying it. Fucking Harbaugh played under fucking Al Davis, straight up, dude. So again, I mean, we got to get past stupid ass shit, dude. Like if we're gonna be talking about real football, real shit, that's how real shit happens. It's not about feelings. It's not about this guy he come from. I don't give a fuck, dude. Real people on real shows don't talk about feelings. They're not sitting here talking about bullshit. They're talking about facts, dude. Like don't get me wrong, some of them guys make shit up just so they can get shit still. But you can't just go out there and fucking falsify where dudes when other dudes have shit, you know? Like, so, like I said, I don't want to get on there. I just wanted to use it as an example. But at the exact same time, Bo, he struggles out, dude. The same thing we've done all year. Jacob's only good game, it's really been only one or so after they've left, but his gameplay has been the same exact. I've kept saying it, dude. When fucking Josh got fired, I said, man, Bo probably had his hands in this fucking offense a hell of a lot more than people want to give him credit for because he's doing the exact same fucking thing, dude, like to the T. So it's one thing to do the same things and be a little different. He's doing it to the fucking script, dude, like literally to the script. So I don't believe in that shit, dude. And I've said it. We got to do what's best for the team. We got to quit fucking talking about, oh, this guy, he comes from a, if he's losing, he's losing. There's nothing that advocates him to have the job losing. Just fucking in. So get the hell over it. Today is his day. He got to go do something. They need to feed Adams in the fucking first, second, third, and fourth. They need to make sure that he's getting the fucking ball and getting some fucking yards. Josh Jacobs needs to get fucking some yards. He needs to be running 100 yards. And I don't give a fuck if that defense is playing tough or not because our own line needs to step the fuck up. Their offensive line in the NFL. The offensive line is some of the nastiest fucking out there. Step up, bro. Time to go play big boy shit. Like, we need to quit acting like we're a fucking Pop Warner team in the NFL. If these guys don't do their job, they ain't fucking winning. They're not playing level. I've said it. Take a grenade, throw a bitch in this motherfucker, and blow it the fuck up. What are you guys advocating for? Trash? Oh, we got one good game, but 7 bad? Like, no, you can't do that. Just throw the shit out. Rebuild line. Keep cold. Get rid of these fucking guys. Quit talking about it. Be about it, dude. Like, we got to stop doing this shit. So, like I said, and that's going to get to the conversation next. So, while we're on this topic of feeding players and where they should go, what do you guys think? Let's go over the stats real quick of where we think some of these players will be that'll be tonight. So with Aiden, what do you think his yards, what do you guys think his yards, touchdown, interceptions are going to be?
Man, I'm thinking probably like 214 yardage wise. I'd say probably.
Let's just do yards for a second. Too? What do you think? 214. What do you think, Sergio?
I think 200.
190.
190. Rudy, what do you think?
I think he'll probably come close to 200. Probably the 190 I can understand.
I'd say like 225, so let's just say 215. So 215 yards.
207.
What touchdowns? What do you guys think? 1, 2, 3, 10, 1.
Oh,
I think probably one touchdown and a lot of field goals. So it could be like it could be a 13 points or 13 points, 16 points, maybe 19. You never know. Just a touchdown and all field goals.
What do you think, Sergio?
I don't think he's going to score a touchdown.
What do you think, AJ?
I'll probably just say 1. I was thinking 2. No, we'll just go 1.
What do you think, interceptions, AJ?
I'm not. I think he may have 1. I'd say he may have 1.
What do you think, Sergio?
I think he'll have 1.
What do you think, Rudy? I think he won't have an interception, but he's not going to put up great stats. They're going to play a little conservative ball. I think they're not going to. I mean, with Josh McDaniels, you'd have him, do more dashing plays, and he's playing a little too conservative. So he probably will put up, like a good quarterback rating, but with less yards. And I don't think he's going to throw any interceptions, but I could be wrong, but
And I feel like this game, they need to start being a run-oriented team, man. Take pressure
Yeah.
off that line. You're missing your best lineman. Feed your all-pro running back, man. It's that time.
So we're looking at 215, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. What do you think QBR will be?
I think it'll be
Probably about like the
200.
80s.
I agree. For that conservative stuff, it would be in the 80s.
Yeah.
What do you think, Sergio?
What, like 85, 86?
Let me see. I think he'll be in the 70s, maybe like 75.
What do you think? So you guys think 80? So look, dude, I think his yards are going to be 225, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I think he's going to get 2 interceptions in this game. I think they're going to try to push him down, man. They got to start to find out who the hell Aiden O'Connell is, man. So I think he's going to end up.
Terrifying time to do it.
Hey, I think so too, but it's only going to keep getting worse, and that's another topic we're going to have later on is the short turnaround. We play the Chargers on Thursday night, so it's not like this shit going to get any easier.
300,000.
Dang. Yeah, because the difference between the Chiefs and the Vikings is the Vikings got defensive players that can get the fuck up after the quarterback. So I'm not going to sit here and say them putting pressure on him like that ain't going to cause him to throw interceptions. I strongly believe because they can't going to run with Josh if he's getting stonewalled behind the line. So there's no way. So I'd be more in favor around the 80 and 78 area, 78, 80. That's probably where I'd favor. If he's 75, both of you are 85. We'll just say 80. We agree?
Yeah, 80.
Yeah, even when it comes to the run game too. I mean, the Vikings, I think they lead the league in tackles for loss. So even if we try to force the run game, we're literally gonna have to force something to be good. Like that's how bad it is right now.
That's facts. What do you think K's yardage is gonna be?
Oh, I know.
What?
Probably like low 80s.
1,020.
Your daughter plays too much Madden.
Hell yeah, she's playing on that cheating shit. Fucking. So what do you guys think yards? Yards. What do you think, Rudy?
Passing yards, like I said, I'd say probably under 200, and then total yards. If they stop the run on us, if we're under, I think we're probably in the 70s in rushing.
Today? Did you say Devontae?
No, Devontae ain't gonna get 200. I think he's gonna get probably.
I'm saying 50. We're doing Devontae's yardage right now.
50.
What do you think
He'll probably get 50 yards, I think.
What do you think, Sergio?
Because they're gonna double team him like crazy.
Yeah, I'll say like 45.
What do you think, AJ?
Man, I'm gonna double up. I'll say probably about like 81.
So we got 80 and 50.
Probably about 50, 60, like 54, like 55, 56-ish.
This is tough because, man, they got good safeties, bro. So it's like asking Devontae just to get
Plus,
open.
they got underrated corners.
Corners. Yeah, that's my point. So, like, him just getting open and going downfield.
My father and
Right there. There's a...
I can.
All right, I'll grab it in a minute.
I can.
So you're saying 80. I'm saying like 100. I think he can probably go with today.
And I see 100 and.
You guys said 40, so let's say 70. That'd be 70. 70 yards. Sound all right?
And Daddy, I think 300,000.
Damn. So if he goes 70, let's just say 65 average for everybody. Does that sound all right?
Yeah.
65. All right.
Yeah.
You guys think he's going to get a touchdown?
Yes.
Yes.
I think it's not going to be him. I think it's going to be either Michael Mayer or Jacoby Myers. I think it's going to be
So
one
you
of them.
say no. What do you say, Sergio? Yes?
No.
No? You say no?
Yeah.
Or yes?
I'll go no. I said yes at first. I may go no.
All right. So
Yeah, it's probably going to go to Jacoby if I'm thinking
And I
about
think
it.
yes.
You say yes?
Yes.
Do you think Devontae has a fumble
You open
drop?
I channel for him.
No, I don't think he would.
Do you think Devontae catches the ball, drops it, and then fucking either repicks it back up or loses it? Do you think he has a fumble drop today?
I think he
I
does.
don't think he will.
No?
He doesn't.
All
I
right.
hated that you asked that question because now I got a weird feeling. Because
That'd
you
be if
said
he's trying to
I
do
have a
about
catch
Jacobs
the
in
ball,
Jets game and he
and he's
fumbled
trying to
it.
get more yardage after the catch, and then he fumbles.
You know what?
I don't
Because it is the Vikings. It's its old rival team. And if say shit hits the fan, I wouldn't be surprised if Adam starts dropping passes or fumbles the ball.
So would you say yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to say the same because I do believe I take this bet, and I do believe in those aspects of being rival team, people, attitude, energy. Dang, man. Good job. The way that people's energy carries in there, that could get, like that one dude, who was it that popped him in that one game when he came across? It just
I
knocked
think
the
that
shit out of him.
was. I think that was New England. I think. Was it Jabril Peppers? I'm not sure.
Yeah, Drill Prep. It was Drill Peppers, bro. He put the wood to him, man.
Could you close this?
Yeah, I can get it, kiddo.
Never mind.
Did he get it? Damn, good job, Phil.
Never mind.
I know, you did a great job. All right, so we're looking at him about 65 yards, 0 touchdown is about where we would say, right? Is that what you guys think?
I think 2 touchdowns. Yes.
Is that what you guys think he'll be around yardage today?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think 200,000.
Damn. All right,
Man,
so
I
Josh
wish.
Jacobs. What do we think Josh Jacobs' rushing yards are going to be?
Ooh, I know. 1.
No, it's got to be between 1 and 150.
You know what?
I
I'm
think
not going to
1 and
argue for it. It's gonna be
touchdown.
1.
That's
It's just
too
going to be
many.
1 yard.
You got to be you got to be like 50 yards, 80 yards, 100 yards,
Oh,
10 yards.
100.
Jacobs has
You
had a
pick
negative
100?
2 at one game.
Dang.
100. 100. 100.
I got you 100 yards, right?
I think Josh Jacobs does get 100 yards rushing if he has a big long run, but with his averaging of under 5 yards per carry,
Why does mine have to
Okay,
be
look.
so small?
Here, look,
I
man.
think he's probably in maybe
There you
the
They got
60s or 70s, maybe. So I would say.
I'm gonna agree with her. I'm around the 100 yards with her. I
I
think.
think 1.
I think if we're gonna stand any chance against the Vikings, and if we're gonna have any chance against the Vikings, we're gonna have to run the ball in order to open up the pass. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. I'm gonna be on the 100 side. So what did you say, Rudy? Where do you think?
I think it's in the 70s. Because of the improvement with Josh McDaniels, it would have been in the 50s, but I think he'll probably be in the 70s. But
What do you think?
I think
What were you saying? Keep going.
I would say if he gets over 100 yards rushing against a team like the Vikings, we beat them. But I don't think we're going to get 100 though. That's how
Sergio, what do you think?
85. Around
85. What do you think, AJ?
I'm thinking 82.
So I got 185, 80, so we're like 92 yards. Is that what everybody be all right with that?
I'm guessing that's like the average, yeah.
I'm gonna
92.
bust it out. I'm gonna bust it out. I'm gonna bust it out.
All right, do we think that he's going to get a touchdown?
Oh, I think
Yes.
1.
You think one?
I got 1.
No, one
I
or three.
got Josh Jacobs getting a touchdown.
it's possible he can get a touchdown. If it's not Jacoby Myers,
Where's my
if we get 2 touchdowns, it's definitely going to be Josh Jacobs, though.
No, that's one TD. Ours is over here. We write ours over here, okay?
Yeah, but where's mine?
I will say though, it will be like for me, it is kind of a hard prediction if he is going to get a touchdown or not because I think Vikings defense all year. I think they've only allowed 4 touchdowns all year on rushing touchdowns all year on defense. So if Jacobs does get a touchdown, I feel like
Now, say that last part again.
Oh, I said, like,
Can I
I
catch
personally
one of those?
can see him getting a touchdown, but it's going to be really tough because I think Vikings defense has only allowed 4 rushing touchdowns all
catch one.
year.
I'm gonna go out
No
there
shit.
and catch one. Aww.
Damn, I guess the 2 touchdowns for Jacobs, I shouldn't have put that one down. Get up off my deal. I don't want you to get poked by the pen like that. Here's a question. Do you think Josh Jacobs is
Uh-oh.
Justin froze.
Oh,
Do I think Josh Jacobs is what?
he's
What do I
what?
think he is?
He's what?
Oh, I just saw Bill Callahan. He's on the Browns.
Ah, dang, someone must have called
Man,
him.
Dustin really left us on a cliffhanger, man.
Yeah.
It's messed
Pause.
up.
Ah, it sucks.
Yeah. Let's see, Josh Jacobs. Like I said, I think Jacobs has improved with when Josh McDaniels was gone. I mean, he improved a little bit. I think it's because of the morale mostly. You know, players don't play that good when a coach is, tipsy. Really tipsy.
Well, I will say one of the obvious reasons is, like, you got a young quarterback who's gonna throw the ball farther than 20 yards.
You have to be patient, and he's not patient. He's usually a patient offensive coordinator like he was with Mac Jones, but he wasn't patient with Aiden O'Connell. He was yelling at him and all that. That's the wrong way. And he was like that with Derek Carr, a veteran quarterback. And I told everybody that was the dumbest move that Josh McDaniels did. And Ziegler didn't want Derek Carr gone. I've been hearing that, but why didn't he overrule McDaniels? Because Ziegler has more power than McDaniels does. People thought he didn't, but what he is, he's a pushover. That's what Ziegler was. That's why both of them got fired. But yeah.
You're old, dude.
You left us at a cliffhanger, you bastard.
You gotta remember
All we got was, do you think Josh Jacobs is, and then you froze.
Do you think he's going to have a fumble today? Do you think Josh Jacobs has a fumble today?
No,
I think so, too. Yeah, I agree with you.
I don't unless he gets overworked. That's the only way he is.
I don't think so.
No, I'm taking your personal. You said yes. I said fumble. You were like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'll say no. No for you, okay? No fumble. I put no fumble for you. You got him for 3 touchdowns, man. You got this guy beasting.
She has Devontae for 2 and Jacobs for 3.
She got this guy superstar in it, man. We got 5 TDs today, bro, under her, man. This thing's gonna go to the house. She got Aiden for 335. That's what she got him up here, 335. She's got him for she's got him for 4 TDs. 4 TDs. She said only 1 pick. She didn't want more than 1 pick. Yeah, and then she said that he's not going to have any fumbles. Told me I was crazy. So we think Josh Jacobs, 92 yards, 1 touchdown. Is that where we're about? Ow, fuck you. Fucking bone right there. That's what it is. Give you on. Damn, I swear, dude. She straight got me right on the fucking bone, dude. Alright, so now
I don't think Jacobs will have a fumble.
Alright, so with Jacoby Myers, man, where do we see his yards? Where do we see Jacoby Myers?
I know.
It's
100 and 10.
No, got to be between 1 and 200.
200.
No, that's a lot. 200 against 200. Oh,
I think he's probably more in the 60s, though.
all right,
Yeah.
chill. We're gonna get checked up here in a second. I'm gonna have to check you up. All right, stop. We're doing our deal. Kick back. Watch your shit.
No.
All right, frickin' What do you think? So what do you think, Rudy? Where were you saying?
I was gonna say 60s, somewhere in the 60s.
All right. What do you think, Sergio?
So small. You're right, yours big.
Let me see.
Mine is small.
I think,
You gotta write mine bigger.
Chill out.
believe it
Slow
or
down.
not, I think he'll have less than Devontae. I think he'll have
Yeah.
40. And my reason why is because of Brian Flores just knowing McDaniel's schematics, and since Jacoby knows McDaniel's schematics, and he's basically not the number one wide receiver, but in just McDaniel's offense, he is. I think Flores is going to shut down Jacoby in this game.
Where do you see it, AJ?
I see him with 81. I see him more than Devontae.
So you see him 80. You guys see him 40. Let's just go 60.
And I see him
60,
200.
I think Jacoby will start having more yards than Devontae, but then Devontae will probably catch up to him. That's my opinion.
Which
Yeah.
one do you have?
That's a tough one because I've
Do you
said
think
Myers
20?
has been the most targeted
What
when
about
they
20?
have used them. The problem is, ever since Josh has left, he hasn't had like that 100-yard plus game type deals.
Yeah.
So I would just put him probably around where you guys are for sure. What do you think touchdowns?
I got him
Like I
one.
said, one.
I don't think he's
I
going to
got
get a
10.
touchdown.
Yeah.
One.
I don't think he's going to get a touchdown.
What did she say? 10 touchdowns?
She's got him rolling with 10, bro. Are you guys saying that Mayer is going to get a touchdown today?
He should, but I don't think he will. I don't think he's going to
He
get
won't.
targeted. He should. He should be utilized.
We
but
said
Me
Aiden's
my
going to
topic.
have one touchdown, and we don't have any receivers with the touchdown. So I'm just
Well, for
wondering
me
who's-
personally, I don't think any receiver is going to get a touchdown because I don't think O'Connell's going to throw one.
Yes,
does anybody on the panel think Aiden's going to throw a touchdown?
yes, yes, yes. Me, yes.
I got him one.
I
one
got him
with
as
Jacoby,
one
and
as
I
well.
Who's it going to be?
Jacoby.
I said Jacoby Myers. Yeah.
All right,
I
so
Jacoby.
one touchdown to Jacoby.
Jacoby. Jacoby. For me.
Jacoby.
All right.
And I think he's going to get a touchdown.
Do we think Mayer? Where do we see Mayer at today?
Ooh, I know.
I see him like 2 receptions, 37 yards, no touchdowns.
Between 1 and 100.
Well,
I feel he'll get like one pretty big play action pass and that'll really be
I don't think they can stop Mayer. I mean, Mayer needs to be utilized more.
true.
If they utilize him right, he will get like 60 yards.
She just start passing.
Mayer is such a
I quit
beast.
him.
But if they just use him and Hooper, then his numbers could drop from the 60s. But I think 60 would be fair if they utilize him right.
You think he'll have 60? What do you think, Sergio?
Mayer,
Yeah.
I can see him getting 60. Yeah.
What do you think,
see.
AJ?
I got him 37.
See, I was thinking 40. So if we're 60, we'll do 50.
Yeah.
Yep.
50 yards.
Can I do one?
Yeah, what is it?
I think 50.
50? Good
Yeah.
job. That's right where we're at.
Hey.
You're getting better on your numbers. Your numbers getting good. 0 touchdowns. Everybody agree? 0 touchdowns?
Yeah.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
I think 1 touchdown.
All right. Is there anybody else you guys want to add to this, or anybody else you can think of to add to the list?
Ooh, I know.
We got Mayer, JJ, Tay, and
Well, there's
Aiden.
Hunter Renfro.
And Savannah.
You know, the
All right,
slot
buddy,
receiver.
guys. All right, so let's go Renfro and Hunter.
What about Tucker? What about Tucker?
I meant Tucker. I said Hunter.
Well, Tucker's like the 4th receiver.
Yeah. May use him on like a little decoy run play that they love doing.
Yeah.
That's
All
why I
right,
want to see him.
With Renfro, what do we see? What do you guys think yards? Rudy?
I know.
I think maybe 40. I think maybe 40, you know. But it'll be crucial first downs. He'll get his yardage from crucial first downs.
What do you think? Sergio?
What's yours?
I'll say
think like 20.
I'll say like 20.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think like 20, 25. I mean,
And I think 60.
all right, you got 60, he got 60, me and him got 20, so we're looking at 40 right now.
Hey,
It's
we
gonna
were
matter to AJ. What's AJ's number? Determine where we're gonna be going.
Wait, who got 60?
For Renfro, I'm thinking possibly around like 27. Give me like low 30s.
So my actual number was 27. That's what mine was. So if we're looking at just say 30 and 60, it's going to be 30. It's 15. It's going to be 45. Do you guys think
Yeah.
45 or lower than 45?
I'm thinking lower.
Yeah,
Could
What are
be
you
a
guys
little.
thinking?
I think 40, but it could go higher than 45.
What do you
It's,
think,
it just
Sergio? Are
depends.
you looking at 45 above or below?
Ooh, I know.
Definitely below. He hasn't had above like 42
All right,
yards.
so I
all
agree.
season.
So we're good with the 45 yards.
Yeah.
Could
Yeah.
I do one? Dad, could I do one?
What is it, kiddo?
I think 55.
55. You said all right. All right, I got you. Touchdown or no touchdown?
No
Yes.
touchdown.
No touchdown.
No, I don't think
Yes,
he'll get a
touchdown.
touchdown.
Yes, touchdown.
All right, I got you one right here. I know you got fucking hell a touchdown, so you're gonna have to pick up some
Listen, I
touchdowns
think
somewhere for
your
sure.
daughter's ESPN analysis got crazy.
If you know what's so crazy about the analysis, right? I would say bullshit, but that's why I write her numbers down over here. Because as crazy as her fucking numbers are, once she puts out her real numbers, her shit's so damn close to her fucking number up here, it's not even funny. And her touchdowns with the players, what she has right now, she's got them at exactly 4 fucking touchdowns. Like, she has them at 4 touchdowns. The only thing she's off right now is gonna be her fucking. Well, let me make sure before I say that. I mean, she's only off 22 yards from her original number, and we still have one more player. Little kids don't have any. They just throw out the stupidest shit. That's why I always write down fucking things, because I just want to always know. But, all right, so Tucker, what do we think Tucker's yards are going to be?
Oh, I know.
What do you think?
100.
No, his number. All right, okay, so listen. His number is going to be from 1 to 100. So you want to listen to what they say, and then you want to go with yours? All right. What do you think, Rudy?
I think 20. He'll miss some deep passes, but he'll get a few short passes. I think 20.
What do you think, Sergio?
I'll say 20.
What do you think, AJ?
What is this for Tucker, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I got him probably about for like 14 to 20.
All right.
30.
You said 30?
Yeah.
You know,
He always goes the over. He always goes
yeah,
the
but
over.
you know what? You remember what I just said? You remember what I just said 2 seconds ago?
Yeah.
I said her numbers were only off by like 22 or 24, and she picked 30. You see, like that. Little kids are the weirdest shit when it comes to actual numbers and math. They fucking. I think it's the weirdest. Do you think he gets a touchdown or no, Tucker? You think number 11 gets a touchdown today? You sure about that? The little guy, like you.
You are crazy.
All right, well,
Yes.
all right. There's
Yeah,
her 4 touchdowns.
she's definitely your daughter because she's a crazy gambler.
No, but that's so we're basically looking at Aiden at 215, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 80 QBR. We got Tay at 65 yards, 0 touchdowns. I said a fumble drop, 1. He can pick it up or drop it, doesn't matter. JJ is gonna have 92 yards, 1 touchdown.
You know which one you want?
Mayor's gonna have 60 yards, 1 touchdown. Mayor, tied in, 50 yards, 0 touchdown. Renfro, 45 yards, and then Tucker, 30 yards. And then if we do our math, that's 60. That's 120.
Oh, I know how to
That's
do that.
2. It's 120 and 90 is gonna be 2 fucking 10s.
2
30, 40. So we're looking at 2-4. We're off only by 30 yards. We're off 30 yards of what we picked Aiden's yards to be, which would be fine because if Renfro averaged down in the 20 and Tucker was down, our numbers would be right on pace. You know what I mean? So, and the idea of Renfro having 45 yards is probably not going to happen. The reality is he's probably going to be around 20. The Tucker's just a hit or miss if they hit him in the deep field. If he takes off and get it, he can have fucking 40 right off the get go. So I think Tucker will be the one, and Renfro are just going to be the offset. But for what we've picked, I mean, our numbers match up right with our quarterback's numbers, damn perfect. That's why I think it's crazy how when we go down the list and write them in, how they come back to the guy that we started with. And then when I go down the list of her numbers match up with what she started with. I think it's crazy as hell. Hey, leave my shit alone. Get down. Get over there now. All right, you can keep it. I don't care.
Colton Miller was just listed as inactive today.
All right, do we have the inactive list?
Yeah, I have it right now.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's talk about it. Let's bring it up.
So the inactives, Brian Hoyer is the emergency QB. Jeffster Horsted's inactive. Colton Miller, like I just said, is inactive. Defensive end Malik Reed is inactive. Both defensive tackle rookies, Nesta J. Silvera and Byron Young, are inactive. And rookie linebacker Amari Burney is inactive.
So are you telling me that fucking Faceum's playing?
From what it looks like, yeah.
Whoa.
Hey, not that fucking book. You ain't writing in that book. If you want to write in this book, you can write in this book. All right?
Hey, I don't want.
Hey, you ain't fucking writing in my other book. Tough shizzle.
That one has too many of the notes.
This one's about done, okay? So don't worry about it. You can write all over this fucking thing all you want. Frickin', is there a way you can find out who's active today? Is there a way we can find out? Can you Google is frickin' Faceum starting or playing today?
So right now, he's just listed as questionable still, but he's on the active list.
Yeah. If he's questionable, he'll likely.
And he was limited Wednesday and Thursday, but he was
on the field Friday.
He was Friday. He was like at full health on Friday, so he's most likely playing.
And they said Max was too on Friday. They said Max was out there on Friday too.
Yeah.
So that's why
originally
I was
he was doubtful. Then he changed it up quickly. It's like with Mad Max. Even if you put doubtful, unlike any other player, he'll play on doubtful.
Let's look at this now. Let's go over who's our corners. What are our corners that we have on the starting roster today?
Basically, Hobbs and Amik Robertson.
Yep.
All right, so let's go Hobbs.
And I think JJ.
Jacorian Bennett.
No, I think he's like a. Maybe.
No, he is. He's on the roster. Hobbs,
he's on the roster, but he's
Bennett,
not a starter.
Daddy, can I do JJ?
Yeah.
The outside
we only have 4.
So if Faison is going to be playing, they might have him start on the outside.
Daddy.
Yeah.
I think JJ. Dad.
All right, I heard you, babe. So what? And then is it Hall? Is Hall active?
Yeah, I think so.
I think yes.
Do you know Sergio?
What was the question about Tyler Hall?
Is Hall active?
Yeah, Hall's active.
So it's Hobbs, Bennett, Amik, Faceum, Hall. Is there a 6th guy, or are we only running 5?
Jack Jones.
Oh yeah, Jack Jones. That's right. All right, so that's 6. So that's probably it. So do you think today it's going to be Jack Jones, right side of the field?
Daddy.
Jack, right side. That'll be looking at it. If we're looking at him, he'll be right, so it'd be left. But whatever, just looking at it, we're looking right. Do you think that Faceum, he's going to play on the left side, which is going to be the Casey Hayward side, just like he did that when he was here. So be him on the left, which is the right.
Can I do left?
And then what is it going to be? Bennett and Meek going to back him up, and then Hall and Hobbs are going to be in the slot, huh? That's
Yeah,
how
I'm
that's going
guessing
to go.
whenever if they do nickel formation, Hobbs is guaranteed in slot, Hall's in slot. Faceum and Amik are probably going to be starting outside, and Amik
Yep.
might be switching with Jack Jones. Bennett will be backing up Faceon.
Yep, because that's what I was thinking too. Because it's going to be Faceum will play on the left side of the field for sure. That's the side Bennett's on, and Bennett been struggling, so that's why I think it'll be probably be Faceum fucking starting. And then, like you said, Amik over here with Jack, he could probably start over Jack, and then Hobbs and Hall. So it's going to be Hobbs obviously starting, and then Hall backing him up. I mean, don't get me wrong, you've changed around just having Faceum and either Jack Jones, depending on if he can show up. You've changed your fucking cornerback core massively right in the middle of the season. You know what I mean? Like, if they were to show up, you have a lot better between those type of players on the outside than what we've been running with for most of the year.
The one thing we asked for, get rid of Peters. The one thing
Yeah.
we've been praying for.
Yeah.
That's a good question, man. I mean, who's the best to cover fucking Jefferson? That's going to be that's tough. I mean, the safeties are going to most definitely have to be doing their job over the top and not giving up no fucking deal. If he gets underneath somebody and can break them, then if you're looking at Faceum Faceum would be, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know even answer that because, no, hell, I don't know if I can draw no cat. Fucking here, you go back there. You keep trying and you win. That looks good already. That looks really good. Yeah, I think, man, that's better than what I would.
Like,
mine would be a little stick figure.
Like, if they're going to keep playing matchup zone on defense, I mean, that could give them the chance to, like, have Faceon or Hobbs be the best guys to cover Jefferson. But Hobbs has to be in the slot for this game.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why I felt like it's Faceum or Jack, because Bennett gets too many holding penalties. Amika's too fucking small, dude. He's gonna get dusted on by Jefferson. Jefferson will laugh at him. Jefferson will use him like a kitty fucking toy over there, where he just fucking.
Hobbs has to cover the other receivers and T.J. Hawkinson.
Well, you got.
Don't get me wrong, Hall for me, I think Hall has been way more solid than Bennett. Like, Hall shows up, he gets some good fucking plays, he's playing pretty good. So if we were to move Hobbs outside to cover up on Jefferson and Hall had to play inside, I wouldn't feel too bad about that. But I also say, like, you didn't get Jack Jones to fucking not play him. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't get him. You didn't get him to not go out and contest who the hell he is. He had a really good rookie year. He played really good, dude. Like, that's the thing, is he had really good fucking time. But if we're not gonna, if we went and got him off the waiver and we don't get the potential out of him that we were, then these next 2 years of him being on that rookie contract is gonna be fucking pointless. So for me, I think you want to let him go out there and play for sure. And see where he's at, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Hobbs, if we're just being dead ass honest, Hobbs probably got the speed, the height, the build to probably contest them, but it's still gonna be tough. It's not gonna be easy, man.
Yeah, it's still gonna be tough. I agree.
No, I got that out so you can't write it.
That was foul. That was
No,
foul.
I want the black marker to write on the notebook.
All right, I'll get it in a minute.
No, don't.
All right, here. Oh, get that. What the hell is my shit?
I mean, with this game specifically, I think you're gonna have to run with like 6 DBs at this point in one game.
And that was the other question I was gonna say. So I agree with you on that because of how much talent is out there receiver wise. So, like, for me, I was sitting there thinking, like, dude, this is where a game like Paulo will show back up again, sitting over the top of these. Is Epps back or no? Does anybody know if he's back?
I think they have Epps on the starting. Yeah, I think they have him on the active list.
Yeah, so, like, that's my thing. If they're using a more box safety inside down on the line, Paulo needs to stay in that backfield, man. Like, I really want to see Paulo out the rest of the year back there because he can be pretty fucking dangerous. So for me, I would probably, like I said, I would probably try to keep Paulo over that. I mean, he's got speed, he's got height, dude. I mean, he's all over.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to see him get put out there a lot more. I mean, you have Morik, dude. Morik is hit and miss, dude. There's games where Morik shows up, he looks really good. There's other games Morik shows up, he looks like shit. I mean, you just don't know. But the thing about Paulo is like I said when we got him, I didn't like him, dude. I was like, nah, didn't like that deal. But the more and more he's come, more and more I like him, dude. Like he most definitely proven me wrong. And I mean, like I said, I would like to see Morik, and then I would like to see Paulo on the opposite side, and then they can use Epps down in the box if they have to. I mean, Epps isn't a coverage safety, dude. Like he's more getting after, and I think what they should use him today for is more for the halfback and getting after the quarterback, because if dude tries to run, you're gonna need someone to seek out after him. So for me, that's where I would kind of like to see Epps at today, is helping Max. Like Epps needs to help Max, not force Max to have to run too fucking far out and have more have Epps sitting over the top of him that can run and get him. You know what I mean? So that's what I would like to see.
Yeah.
Smith,
To me, Trevon Merritt,
I mean,
he's not being utilized right at times. And like I said, he's more of a zone DB because he's a free safety. But they'll put him in strong safety at times too. So they do move Trevon Merrick around, But he's mostly zone. When he was at Gus Bradley in his rookie year, he looked really good. And then when he went to Josh McDaniels, he had 0 interceptions in his first year with McDaniels.
So do you think if we have this type of setup in the secondary with Facem out there, you're gonna have Morik, and I have seen them listed, but they play both sides, so I don't think it really matters how they list the players. I mean, they all play either strong and free. Anyway.
Yeah, they move them around.
Yeah, I like them. Yeah, they look good.
But Merrick did that in college too. He's played both positions.
Exactly, and they've done it all year this year, so it's not like they haven't done it this year. They've done it multiple times. I mean, when Paulo got the picks, he was in the strong safety side of the field. I mean, like I say, either way, how they want to label guys or put them, they're going to be put over there wherever they're going to play that fits their system that day. So for me, all I'm saying is like if we were having Facem starting on the outside, Jack Jones on the opposite side, Paulo and Morik, or would you rather see Hobbs over Jack starting on the outside? And then
I'd have Hobbs over anyone.
Yep.
Hobbs is better than any corner on our roster right now.
So do you think Hobbs would be the best to face up with Jefferson for today?
Yeah, he'd be the best.
Yep.
I mean, that doesn't mean that Jefferson is going to get neutralized, but he's the only corner that has a better chance than any of our other corners.
In my opinion, I wouldn't have Hobbs be on Jefferson the entire time. Maybe half or a quarter of the time, because sure, you can have Hobbs cover Jefferson.
Unless you're going to double team Jefferson without Hobbs.
I need Hobbs to help out the linebackers cover TJ Hawkinson and the slot receivers, because TJ right now, he's playing like the best tight end in the league right now.
And you got to remember, Jefferson been on injury for the last 6 weeks. You know what I mean? So,
that's true. He's going to be a little rusty, but he'll start. 9 weeks. He could warm up in the second half, though.
So if this is the way I look at it, if Facem's the healthiest, I'd like to see him on Jefferson. If Facem's not healthy enough to do that, then I want to see who the hell Jack Jones is. I mean, one way or another, we need to keep him out there. I've said it. If you keep Paulo over the top of Morik, you'll be able to play all over the field in there. So for me, I think Jack should be out there. Hobbs should be in the center. I agree. I think Hall should be able to come take over. I think Amit should play off of Jack, because at the end of the day, Jack would be the better corner if he shows up. If his traits show up, he will be the better corner.
Don't forget, too, we also got to go against rookie Jordan Addison.
That's what I say.
DJ Bourne. We can't, I can't have Hobbs be on Jefferson that much. I need to have him everywhere.
Because you don't go get Jack Jones to not put him out there and contest him. That's
One thing about
What?
Brandon Faison, the only bad thing about him is he's a terrible man-to-man corner, but he's a good zone corner. That's like Casey, what his name is, Hayward. He's the same thing. You know, they play the, you know, because they're
But I
like
think
they're Gus Bradley guys.
what
is
I
what
think
they
will
are.
favor him and favor us in this game with him doing that is he'll probably keep his coverage tight in that section. We're asking Dobbs to throw it in that little piece of a fucking deal before Morick or Paulo or fucking Epps or somebody can get there. So that's all I'm saying is you're regardless of how he sits in that pocket, it becomes a very small window with guys like them there versus what we've had in the past. You have Peters playing fucking 10 and 15 yards off every single play. A guy got to get 2 fucking yards for the first down. Peters 7 fucking yards off. You know, these are things where Jack Jones, dude, proves himself like he did in his rookie year with fucking with the Patriots, where he's pressing down on the fucking line, dude. He's able to get after a dude. So when they try to do that turnaround route, he's right there to fucking pop them. You know, like that's the shit we need to start seeing here, dude. We don't need to keep seeing our players play the fuck off and be scared the whole time. Addison, yeah, could he be great? Yeah, but he's still a fucking rookie. You got to make your presence be known. You've been here. These players have been here for multiple years that are going to be starting out here. So it can't just sit here and act like they're all rookies too. They have NFL veteran experience. So they need to make sure that this guy don't get out of control. Osborne, he's just been showing up. He's been here for multiple years. So he's starting to show up, you know, like TJ Hawkinson, man. I mean, he's dominant as hell. So, I mean, you got a lot of shit going to happen here today. That's what, so like Hawkinson, I'm more baiting on Spillane, dude, or Diablo
I would love to see that matchup, Spillane and Hawkinson.
Yeah, I think that's the more of the route they're going to probably go today is going to be Spillane and Hawkinson over the middle. I think Diablo will be more down on the flat routes to the outside. He'll pick him up just like if he was playing him as a runner, because that's what Diablo's done all year long. So I think fucking. If you think about it, dude, if you even go back to the Jets game, our tight end, so no matter who's been in at the slot or not, they've had, I mean, fuck, that dude had 7 of 7 on us, dude, you know, in the tight end spot. So, I mean, our tight end, whoever's covering these tight ends in these games are giving up almost every single possession. So, for me, like I said, I think what would make sense here is keeping fucking Spillane over the middle, man, that he can keep up with fucking Hawkinson if they're going to go on fucking seams or out routes, things of those. He would be the more ideal for me. I think you got to keep Hobbs over there in the third to be able to pick up Osborne or Addison or somebody, you know, playing inside out like that. You got to keep these guys where they belong. I've always said, like, changing them out, just like I said with the deal when we took fucking Diablo is I hate using twinner-type players because I just want a guy that's good at that position. If he's that good at that position, then it would be worth having him there. But for the most part, like I said, I think today's deal, man, we can most definitely get it together if our backfield plays well or our secondary plays well. But like I said, it's going to come as a unit. I mean, you're looking at Max. I don't even know where Max, your deal is humming hard for. But Max's freaking Max, for instance, he's got the injury. I don't even know how well it is. I've yet to be able to see it.
That's the one thing too that like has me worried on this defense because I don't know I understand the inspiration, but in my eyes, this is like similar to committing like a career. This is like a career suicide right now.
Yeah,
and possible suicide considering his injury, like the type of injury he has. Like that's why I'm hoping you don't play like over a quarter or over a third of the snaps because this injury is just no joke.
Yo, like you see how bad that knee was.
Literally gonna like blow up his leg if he runs wrong, if he moves wrong, if someone throws someone else on him, like that leg is gonna blow up.
Him trying to get up on a guy and then push to the outside can do it too, and that's something Dobbs is going to be good at today is getting to the outside. So if Max goes in and hits on a guy this way, trying to get up underneath him to go after him, And Dobbs goes up and around, and when Max hits him and tries to pull off back that way, he has to push off of that knee. He can most definitely blow his shit out doing shit like that. And that's all I keep saying is like, you can't go out here. I don't have any color, so you can't. If you go out and in your career on this game, it's pointless. Like, it's pointless to me. So to me, all I'm hoping is they're going to limit him in rotation. I hope to God he don't get 100% of the snaps.
If you don't, I hope Pierce gets fired. I hope he does, or whoever made the decision, because you're not a head coach or you're not like an actual coach. If you let a player like technically kill his body, like no, I hate saying that, but if Max is playing at least like 3/4 of the snaps, I hope whoever decided that gets fired.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I say it's going to be a tough deal, because I think this is your topic, Rudy, right here. It says, or is this yours? My bad. I did the wrong one here. This one right here. Max Crosby could be the kryptonite to stopping Dobbs. Do you want to speak on that, Rudy, or what?
That's mine.
Yeah,
that's mine.
You want to speak on that? Yeah.
Mad Max can be a kryptonite. Yeah, Mad Max can be the kryptonite to stopping Dobbs. When there's pass rush, Dobbs does crumble. You get that whole team line coming right at him, and you have him trapped in the pocket. Yeah, he could be a problem. He is mobile, but he's not quick mobile. He's more power mobile because he's a big guy. But that makes it easier to take him down. You saw what the Bears did. They pile drived Dobbs and everything. Mad Max could be the kryptonite if he can play longer. If he's not playing that much, we're not putting any pressure, and he's getting better protection. Yeah, he's going to be throwing that ball, but Mad Max, even if Mad Max doesn't get to him, our other like Kuntz can get him. Even our defensive tackles could get him. He's got that. Mad Max makes the team look better, But unfortunately, you don't want him to get hurt either, though. But like I said, he could be the kryptonite to Dobbs. I've seen Dobbs struggle, with that Bears game, and I know Bears and the Vikings, they're divisional rivals, and they know each other pretty well. And sometimes it's not always that way, but it could be. It depends on how Max plays. If he's he's playing, like putting that pressure on there, yeah, they're going to put pressure on him, whether they sack Dobbs or Dobbs throws an incomplete pass or he tries to run it and gets sacked or gets a small yardage. But if you get small yardage, like he gains a yard or two, then you're doing your job on defense,
Yeah, so there was a stat I was reading throughout the week, dude. It said when people run to Max's side of the field, they rank 7th. We rank 7th. When teams run to the opposite side of the field, they rank 32nd. Yeah, dead last in there. So obviously, when you have a guy like Max that can bring that type of presence or that type of attitude to that side, it most definitely matters, especially with a guy like Dobbs. The problem is like I said, I just don't want to see Max try to get to the outside and then end up hurting himself on something like that. That's why I say you need to have Epps down there, somebody that can help protect him getting to the outside. So I agree. I think Max most definitely can be the kryptonite to the run game and that. And Alexander sucks, dude. He's not really that good. And the backup guy is more of a scat back than anything. So I've said, I think we can limit their run game for sure. But this is a game. We can't let a guy like Alexander just go run all over us. He's a big-bodied back, dude, but he hasn't really done it to nobody at all. I have him on my fantasy team. Believe me, I'll let you know when he does. But outside of that, we got to most definitely contain the halfback and the quarterback. So I do agree having Max in there is going to help us have the best chance at that. I just hope we don't do it at the cost of him, his career. That's what I would probably just say. And then, do you guys have anything? You guys already speak on that? You guys have anything you want to add to it, or?
Not really, but one thing I do want to add to it is that Crosby going in a podcast and saying that he will need surgery at the end of the season. So you know it has to be bad. It
Yeah,
has
that's
to be a
crazy.
pretty significant knee.
Yep. So, got probably about two more topics. Hop off here because got to get the Discord up and streaming and so on. So, basically, what I'd ask here is I guess again, Rudy, you said how Mike Mayer and Josh Jacobs can be the key to beating the Vikings. You want to speak on that one? You there, Rudy?
I think he said he was listening.
I'm back. Sorry, I had to
Oh,
use the
my bad.
bathroom. Sorry.
My bad. I didn't hear you, man. Do you want to speak on
Okay,
your
I'm
topic
here.
right there? How
Yeah, I
Mayer
can.
and Josh Jacobs can beat the Vikings? Damn, is that an ice cream?
Yes,
Good.
I think Michael Mayer and even Hooper with Josh Jacobs can be a good combo if they're on short yardage. Like make the easy passes to set it up. You know, you don't want to put Aiden O'Connell like third and long, like 3rd and 10 or higher, because if you do that, he's going to go 3 and out most of the time. So they've got to get some of those short passes, and then they can set up for the deep passes. You know,
No,
because there are times they would have him throw a deep pass on 3rd down, and it was short. You know, they need to throw a deep pass. So, you know, he needs to make the simple, easier passes, but they need to move the ball quicker, though. They can still do that. But using guys like Michael Mayer and Josh Jacobs in the passing and running game, they utilize that. Aiden O'Connell will do better, you know. That's the one thing. If they put him in a difficult position like Josh McDaniels would do, is have him throw deeper passes and everything, that's not going to work, you know. That's what Josh McDaniels did to Derek Carr. That's why they put Derek Carr in a bad position where he was throwing difficult passes, setting Derek Carr up for failure. This kid isn't Derek Carr. You know,
Who's doing it? Can we?
he needs to make the simple passes. He's still a young guy.
No.
I'm not talking about being conservative either, but you know, sometimes you have to have him throw a deep pass, but you don't want to do it on 3rd down. You want to do it on 2nd or 1st down. You know,
or your
that's what you want to do.
All right, well,
And,
you're waiting till we get home then.
And like I said, Michael Mayer and Hooper, they'll get opened a lot easier, especially on blitzing or, you know, if he's feeling the pressure, that's where he should throw it to Michael Mayer more than Jacoby Myers or Devontae Adams, because if you're going to try to throw it to them and you're getting the pressure, that's where the failure happens. You've got to hit that ball to Michael Mayer or Hooper, because that's the easier pass to get you out of the. Even if you don't get the 1st down, you get some yardage. It's better to get yardage than getting sacked or an incompletion, you know. So, Michael Mayer is definitely a big keystone. Josh Jacobs with the running game will keep less pressure, better pass protection for the Raiders. They got to use him. Use the run to set up the pass a little bit. I think the shorter passes can lead to deeper passes too. But those are the key players. They're more key in the Vikings game, I think, than even Devontae Adams and Jacoby Myers. But they can help get more yardage for Jacoby Myers and Devontae Adams. But you can't just start throwing deep passes. I think that's set up for failure. You got to start out small and then go big, you know. And that's all I got to say.
Any guys want to add up on that or what? You have anything you want to say, Sergio?
I mean, I can't argue with the topic idea on it. I mean, I feel like with Mayer, like, it wasn't that he was like bad at first at the beginning of the season and then now he's progressing. He was good. Jimmy just is a blind mofo and just didn't want to throw the ball to him, and has like one of the best separations out of a lot of receivers. And also his blocking has been getting better like every game. So that can also be a factor to like protecting O'Connell and protecting Jacobs in the run and pass, is like got to use Mayer's blocks. With Jacobs, I mean, it is a no-brainer. Like, considering I do strongly believe, like, with the passing game, like, it would be a miracle if this passing game is going to be solid against the Vikings. And with the run game, like we're just gonna have to force it. Like I don't care if it's like a yard and a half per carry, like you're gonna have to force it. Especially when you're going against like with this pass rush, it's not even just a pass rush. Their run game is elite. Like I think they're at least top 3 in tackles for loss as the defense, and like it's gonna be really tough to get through them. Like I don't think the passing game is gonna be great. The run game
That is
might be,
geese up there or buck?
but yeah, I can see it too where it would have to cause players to step up. Like Jacobs is gonna need to step up, obviously, but like players like Mayer in both the pass and run, I wouldn't be surprised if he's the guy that like helps us at least be competitive in the game.
Heck yeah, I agree. I think Mayer is going to be crucial in this game here, and he needs to be crucial going forward too. AJ, you have anything you want to add to it?
I want to say Mayer needs to be a bigger part of this offense, stepping up. If we want to elevate the pass game, if we want to take other teams off guys like Devontae, you gotta feed him the football. You gotta spread out the foot. Like the thing about O'Connell outside of Jimmy, O'Connell spreads out the football to his guys. Like he's got Mayer a couple of times. He's got all these other guys a couple of times where it's like, yeah, Jimmy G's only zoned in on Jacoby Myers, and Jacobs isn't getting going, so he can't do anything on that side of the field. So if we want to get going, Mayer he has to at least have 30, 40 yards. We gotta hit him on plays because the thing is with Mayer, he can block. So he can block real well. So it's not like if we throw him in there, oh yeah, it's obviously a run down or it's obviously a pass down. He could do both. That's why I need to utilize him more.
No, I agree. I think in this game, I've said it. You got to almost start using Mayer like a fullback. Like we either got to start using Mayer as a fullback or start bringing in other offensive linemen to be able to pick up the run game to go forward. Stop.
Bring out the 6 lineman spot again.
Yeah, you have to, because if you can't start using Jacobs the way he's supposed to be used and make the defense start fearing him, then the pass game is going to be irrelevant. It's not going to matter because you have to have both to be able to be successful in the NFL, and especially when you have a player like him that can dominate against other players, you most definitely need to be able to use them. So for in this game, I think in order to force the Vikings and everybody, out of their comfort zones, I think that's what you need to do. I think you need to be able to. Because I think mine turned off, huh? I think it turned off when. Long story short, in the run game, you're going to need to bring Mayer in there to be able to pick up it or chip to the outside to let Jacobs get to the outside or be able to run back inside. You're most definitely going to have to change things around in order if you're going to want to be successful. And then that's like I said, if you start changing the way you start calling plays to where the teams know what you're doing, they're going to hone right in on it, so you don't want to have to do it to those standards to where people know exactly what you are doing there. And then like I said, then you'll be predictable, like the Waller deal where they know Waller's out there, you already know the outcome. So we don't want to get to that point. I've always said you want to be able to stay where people can't hone in on you. So bringing in the 6 linemen, bringing in the tight end for the run, people can start. It can start to become predictable, But don't get me wrong. If you bring them down there and then you do play action out of it or things of that, then you can most definitely change it. But that's up to Hardegree how he's going to do that, So at the end of the day, man, I agree. I think they need to get both of them going more to be able to be more. But do you guys have anything you want to add to this or?
To our previous topic?
Yeah, to this topic, no. All right. So basically, I got two topics real quick, and one's gonna just be finishing what our score and what the outcome is. But I want to talk about on the
Yeah,
short week, basically. That's what I want to talk about. I want to
there it
talk
is.
about how this game, and then
Pressure.
next week's game is going to be crucial. And I've said this is where coaches, players, everything's going to
Yeah.
become matter real fast. We're going to go from playing the Vikings today, and we're going to be playing the Chargers on Thursday. So, like I said, it's a very short week, very fast turnaround. I think we play Chargers in our house again.
Yep, our
So,
house.
what is that? Is that going to be the last home game? Is that the last home game for us right
Nope,
there?
last home game is week 18. That's Denver.
So, Denver
Guess.
in our
Come on,
house.
ETN. Come
All
on.
right, so we have this game and one more, and the rest are away games.
Huh?
So, we got 3 home games and 2 away games. Is that how it is?
Yep. Because
All right,
today's
so
home, Thursday's home. Chiefs and Colts on the road back to back, and then we host Denver on the last week.
All right, so gonna have 3 home games here against some good teams, and then 2 games away on good. So, like I said, this is gonna be the time. This one we need to beat the Chargers, man. We usually square up with the Chargers every year, man. They beat us there, we beat them here. So, I mean, we don't need an excuse that we just came out of this game. It's a 1 p.m. game. It'll be over around 4 or 5. They're gonna have the whole entire day the next. I mean, I get it, it's short, but that's what you're playing the NFL for. So you need to be conditioned and ready for it. So we shouldn't have no excuses about it. We should probably be at our best ball when we get there. And outside of that, I mean, how do you guys think it'll fare up? I mean, do you think we're going to be good in the short week? Do you think that if we take a loss today, is that going to lead up to next on Thursdays with the loss? I mean, like, how do you guys see AP and everybody getting our team coming off of a bye and then going into a short week? How do you guys think that's going to fare up?
All right. So start off. I'm gonna start off this real quick. Historically, we are bad after the bye. After the bye, we got smacked around. I don't think we won a game after the bye.
No, we've only won, I think, like 4 games since 2002 or 3. We've won only 4 games after the bye.
Yep. And if we lose today, which hopefully we don't, knock on wood, but man, if we lose today, that could potentially carry into Thursday. I'm not saying, oh yeah, we're gonna lean on it the whole week. It's gonna have an effect on
This
how
might be the week
we
that we
come in
just have to
Thursday.
lose this season.
Man.
Everyone's so hyped about Pierce and stuff, and then in 1 week, it just all goes away.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my point. It can most definitely. Why do you think when people ask me why were you posting on the coaches in this time? Because I already know how the end game comes. I don't need to sit here and keep explaining to people that I got to wait till the last game of the season to know the outcome. I don't need to wait till the last game of the season. The team's already showed me enough throughout the season to show that there's not going to be any massive change whatsoever. So I don't sit and hope on hope. If it happens, it happens. But the odds of it happening is going to be slim to fucking zip. So that's the reality.
Like I said too, like I kept posting like twice every week. I kept posting head coach candidates. Everyone's like, "Why are you doing that? Like, why aren't you sticking with Pierce?" And I said, "I'll stick with him if he helps us finish us strong. But if it's the same thing or worse, I don't want him being the head coach. If it's the same exact thing,
the thing is,
we
if
can't sit here and keep being. Oh, go.
No. Go ahead, Dustin.
No, I was just gonna say we can't just keep sitting here advocating a dude because that he was born in L.A. Like, fuck that shit. I ain't doing that. And just like I said, we can't discredit credentials, can't discredit a lot of things. So it's like I say, when this is times where head coaches fucking matter. This is what head coaches do. Short weeks, buys, all these things, having the energy coming off the bye. The Vikings just came off the bye with us, so it's not like they just came. We're all coming off the bye. So again, it's going to show a lot about where our team is. Then coming off the bye for Sunday game, now we're going to go into a short week on a Thursday game. So all that shit matters, And then who is it that we play after the Chargers? Who's the next
We
game?
got Kansas City on Christmas at
Christmas
Arrowhead.
Day.
In their house. I mean, come on, man.
I ain't watching that game. I'm not letting them ruin my Christmas.
Yeah, that's my point. I mean, these next 3 games are just going to be walloped right in the fucking mouth, So I just think for the most part for us, we need to stay on top of what we're doing, pay attention to what we're doing. These type of moves are crucial. How does our team produce in the Thursday night game on a fucking primetime game? How are we looking coming out of this game off of a bye? I mean, there's a lot of things. Do we look sloppy? Are we all over? Is AP giving them too much room? Going off of this game into a short week, do we do the same fucking thing on a primetime game? You just got to think about all these things because we can't keep living history in the same fashion. If we got coaches that are out there that win primetime games, have won them a lot, I mean, that's my whole point. Conditioning, having dudes set up in short weeks, dudes, how their statistics have been in their history versus how other people's are. I mean, all that shit matters. So again, people can be biased to an individual or how they feel. That's them. That ain't here. So at the end of the day, man, like I said, this game has a lot more besides just one meaning to it. It has a lot of meanings behind it, dude. So people can take it for what they want. People can look at the games the way they want. But at the end of the day, man, when you're trying to build teams or rebuild teams, these are all defining factors that make teams and destroy teams. And if you're not aware of these things, then you shouldn't be talking on these things because like I've said, if AP can't manage these, there's no indication that it should even be talked about him as a head coach. If he loses today's game, probably shouldn't be talked about as a head coach. I mean, the fucking guy losing the backup quarterbacks, dude, and fucking dudes coming off injuries and so on. I mean, our guys, for the most part, are all there outside of Colt Miller. I mean, so I don't know, man. Like I said, at the end of the day, we got to start looking at the team for what it is. People can fare it for however they want, but we're not going to win with those ideas. That's facts. I mean, there's nothing that's indicated it over 20 years that have never indicated those deals that it would happen. So at the end of the day, like I said, I just hope we can get out of here on a good short week. You guys have anything that you want to add to this, or
Tell me when you get the number.
FAB, if you go to the Discord, bro, it'll be inside there, and I'll get somebody to stream it up. I'll find somebody that ain't there today. Somebody will stream it, so we'll have it. And then outside of that, frickin', we can probably end the show so we can figure out if I can figure out who's going to be over there. Basically, what do you guys think? Win, loss here, and score. And we'll start with you, Rudy. What's your win, loss? What's score?
Well, with Mad Max Crosby, it's almost 50-50, but if we win, and I think we have a better chance in Las Vegas than we would in Minnesota. But if we were to win, I think it's more like I'd say maybe 14 to 13. You know, we win. I'm just going as a Raider fan. Us winning, yeah. I think it's a 50-50, but you know, I'm thinking as a Raider fan more logically. But I think Vikings have a struggle, but with Jefferson, it's kind of bad news. But if I had Mad Max not on the team, I would have us losing though. But I think it's 50-50. I wouldn't be surprised if we lost, but you know, I'm just.
No, I mean that's good. 14, that's 13, good. Yeah. What do you think, Sergio? Where do you got us winning, losing, score?
I got 13-26 Vikings win.
Oh, damn. You think they're going to just put the beat to us, huh?
I'm telling you, man. This has got to be the week where, like, everything just – like, this is the game where the tables are officially – not the tables. The wheels are officially going to fall off, and everyone's just got to admit, yeah, we ain't doing shit this season.
Do you think coming off the bye creates that issue, or what do you think this game?
Historically, I don't know what the hell's with the Raiders when they come off the bye. Like I said a few minutes ago, we've won I think only 4 games.
All right, I'll look at it.
I think it's 4. I think we've only won since 2002. We've only won 4 games after the bye week. I don't know what the hell's with the Raiders when it comes to that. Like, that lets me know that no matter who's the head coach, they don't do their homework or anything after that. But with the Vikings, they're most definitely going to do their homework offensively and defensively with Brian Flores. Like I keep saying, Brian Flores knows McDaniel's system like the back of his hand. Like, he's seen it win Super Bowls, and he scouted for him. He was the defensive, offensive assistant. Like, Flores just knows McDaniel's system, no matter if McDaniel's is calling it or not. Like, He's gonna know who's doing what. He's gonna know the play calls. So, like, I don't think the offense is going to do shit. And I don't know, because of our offense not doing shit, I don't know if our defense is going to stop Jefferson, Osborne, TJ, Addison, Mattinson, Dobbs when he's running around. We can't stop mobile QBs for shit. So, it's not crazy to say that we're going to lose 26-13.
I mean, it ain't. We just got fucking, what was it, 31-14? So it most
Yeah, against the
definitely
Chiefs.
isn't. Yeah, most definitely isn't crazy to say it. What do you think, AJ? What's your score going to be?
I either got us losing this game 26-20 or I got us winning 27-26. But I
Damn, 1 point win.
honestly,
That's a good outcome there.
you know,
What were you going to say, though?
I think this depends. This is gonna go down towards. It's gonna go down towards the fourth quarter. I feel that this game could go down towards the fourth quarter, towards late in the game. It's gonna be. It's gonna be purely based off our decision making towards the end. Do we get uber conservative like Antonio Pierce has been doing the first month that he's been coaching here, or do we rely? Do we trust in our defense no matter where we are on the field? That's where it matters. That's when this game is going to be decided.
Yeah, because I think I have us losing this game on the schedule this year.
I
Regardless
think I
if
did
it
too.
was, regardless if it had Dobbs in there or not. The only question is do I stay to my prediction or do I change it? Because the way you think about it, the only way I hit on my prediction is if we do win all the last 5 games. Because I said 10-7 would be where we're at, and the reality of that is it's not too big a reality. Like it's not gonna come true. So if I'm just thinking logic, I would say like, I mean, fuck, I've said it. You got Dobbs here, dude. I think it's gonna really matter on how he comes. He didn't have JJ when he got over there, so I think having him one of the best in the whole NFL is gonna change a lot. I know he's ready. I know JJ's ready. I like being rusty on players like them. You say that, and then he has 200-yard fucking game
Yeah,
that day. You know
and
what I
also
mean?
the script has to say the second most marketable player in the league is going to have a comeback game
Yeah,
against guess who else? The
against
team
us.
that allows it to happen.
Yeah.
We're the
So for
team that
me,
allows players and teams to get back on their feet.
Yup.
yeah, for me, I would have to say like, can I see us winning this game? I mean, dude, look, in the reality, we have the offense if it could ever show up to compete. I would say that we most definitely have the offense to compete if it would ever show the fuck up. But the odds of it showing up, I mean, it hasn't yet. And the Giants game, he played fucking one of the worst teams in the NFL, and then it hasn't shown up ever again. I mean, come on, man. I don't know how to look at it because, like I said, I had me losing it. Part of me feels we can win it. The other part of me thinks Dobbs shows up, runs all over, pass all over. He can probably fucking go whoop us like you guys are saying, 26 fucking points. The other part of me thinks like the defense can show up and keep them kind of checked because Dobbs ain't doing shit. So I can see like a 17-14, 20-14 game. Oh man, I know I got us losing this game, so I might as well just say it. I think it's going to probably be the same way. I think I hate that shit because I don't want to go against the Raiders. I mean, Aiden's got to show up, dude. I mean, how else can I put him in to win this one? Even with that, because the defense is a damn good defense. So, if I'm just gonna be honest, man, I'll give us the benefit of the doubt. I'll say like, what, 22-17 or something like that, 22-16. That's probably what I'd say, 22-16, man. Like, and I'm giving it to the Vikings. Like, I just wish that they can come out. I can't see us being over 21, and I don't care if we have a fluke game where we get over 21. That'll be a fluke. You know what I mean? So for me, it's hard to sit here and say, oh, our team can go against the Vikings and put up 28 points when they haven't done it yet. It's hard to sit and say those type of things, and then you're going against a defense like theirs. You're going against a defense like theirs. It makes it even harder. So for me, I'll say like that. I say 22-17 or 16 Vikings. That's where I'll be at. And outside of that, I hope they prove me wrong, man. I hope it's like 28-14 fucking Raiders, but I haven't been able to see it yet to be able to say that. And like I said, coming off 5 weeks, we have been historically bad, so I think there's a lot to keep in mind there. So that's kind of where I'll keep it at that one. Outside of that, you guys have anything else you want to add before we hop out of here? Or what?
Nothing I can think of.
Say again.
Not that I can think of right now.
All right. You have anything you want to add, Sergio?
No, I'm good. I'll just
All right,
say,
man. AJ, you good too?
Got nothing to add.
If anyone doesn't know, I'll just see what the scores are for the other game.
All right, let's do that real quick. Let's see where they're at. Let's see what they got going on, then we'll bounce out of here.
Yep.
Alright, so here's the scores for the game. So we got, yeah, all these teams are in the fourth quarter. Jets are beating Texans 24-6.
Damn.
Rams are beating the Ravens 22-20.
Hold on, who is?
The Rams.
Rams are beating the Ravens 22-20.
Nice.
Saints are beating the Panthers 21-6, but this game is not what you think.
It's ugly. Carr had like 35 passing yards in the first half. It was an ugly game. It still is.
There's apparently been videos of the offensive players like ripping on Carr and being pissed at him.
What, yelling at him while they're out there or what?
Yeah, like the offensive line was like yelling at Carr to throw the ball.
Damn. That sucks right there. Fucking all right, what were the other scores?
So Bengals are beating the Colts 31-14.
Oh my goodness.
Bucks are beating the Falcons 22-17. Browns are beating the Jaguars 21-14.
It's a pretty close game though.
The Bears are beating the Lions 28-13.
And that's what I need.
I don't know what the hell's going on?
That's what I'd like to see.
That's crazy as hell. All those are crazy as fuck, dude.
Yeah, these are crazy games.
Are you working today, Sergio? You working today?
I already work today, yeah.
Do you want to stream that game, or do you got shit you got to do?
I still got some shit I got to do. I got to study for exams while watching the
All right, I can Taz will probably do it. I just will see. All right, freaking, outside of that, if everybody's good, we're going to bounce out of here, fucking, so I can get over there to figure it out. But, you guys have anything else you want to add to it or no?
No, I'm good.
No.
All right, hell yeah, man. Appreciate it, man. Let's hope that we go out here and get this dub, man. Like I said, it's only our opinions. It's not a prediction. That's going to happen in real life. So, I mean, like I say, I hope that the Raiders win this game, man. That's all we can do. Outside of that, man, Raider Nation for life, man. If you guys need to watch the game, go over to the Discord. We're going to have it streaming inside the Game Day VC. Outside of that, we'll see you back here on Monday, 7 o'clock, and 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. Like I say, go Raiders, man.